Hey everyone, it's Dan from Visualize Media, and today we are trying out something a little bit different because I'm using my current mobile setup. Now when I say mobile, I don't mean like a portable camera setup rig thing. I mean this is literally on my phone, filmed in 4K on a Pixie Pod with a phone mount, and I want to see how it turns out. Now you may be wondering, what's the point in a setup like this? Well, the key word is mobile. I want something that I can just take around with me and just actually pull out whenever I need to, and to see how it holds up compared to, say, Sam's GH5 and the 4K that produces. Now, I know it won't be as good, and obviously the sound quality on this won't be as good. I need to get a mic for it and blah, blah, blah. But I want to test the limits of mobile sort of recording and stuff. Now, as you may or may not know, if you follow Phaedra on social media, we went to a guitar show recently, our first trade show at Newmarket, and I thought, what better place to test out the limits of my new mobile rig than at a trade show, filming guitars and all that kind of beautiful stuff. So I thought I'd try a little experiment with this and cut together like a little highlights reel of the day and what I caught, and then see how it comes out and how it turns out. And then at the end we'll come back, or I'll come back, you guys don't have to go anywhere, and see what comes out, see how it compares to, you know, Sam's GH5 years last stuff, which will look a whole lot better, I don't doubt. But I want to see what a little mobile rig like this is capable of. So what better way than to test it at a guitar show? Check it out. King Billy! Go shot the King Billy! So there we have it, an entire highlights reel filmed on this little mobile rig. All things considered, seeing as it is just a phone on a, you know, mini tripod, I think it came out pretty well. The colours in the well lit stuff come out quite nicely, and it also, you know, it all looks pretty. So it does the job. I will say, however, that the extremes of either or, like extreme light, extreme dark, will completely overwhelm this thing. So some of the blacks in some of the well-lit areas came out really fuzzy and kind of noisy on some of like the t-shirts and stuff we had, especially our Phaedra ones, which were black, like completely black. There were a couple of shots there where they were just like, they just looked like they made of sand. It is worth bearing in mind though that anything that you've just seen, I haven't stabilized other than what's on here, and I haven't color corrected it either. So maybe with some work done to it in post, it might hold up. Another thing I'm not a massive fan of is the sort of the limitation of the sort of focal range. Obviously it doesn't really have a lens on it, it just has like a wide angle camera on it, which you can play around with. You can manual focus, which I know is quite decent because I've used it for photography. But doing that in the middle of filming, you have to kind of like fiddle with a slider, and it's just a bit, I'd rather turn a lens. So the autofocus on this is just kind of very general, like everything is in focus, or, you know, you can't really sort of do a focus pull or blur out background because it'll just focus on everything. It'll make everything look nice, which is great if you're doing wide shots and stuff in an event. If you want to get detail shots, you're best off with a camera that's designed to actually get that. So overall, I think, you know, the rig works. I want to get a mic for it for this sort of thing to see if it comes out any better audio wise. But I think for just like doing a little show video, a little show vlog, and it is extremely portable. Like, I was able to carry around the tripod and the clamp in my back pocket for like the entire day when I wasn't using it. And it's also really good for vlogging as well, like this, because I can just slap it in the mount, press record, make sure it's at least somewhat well lit, and then just go from there. It makes it a whole lot easier. So would I recommend it? That's a real point. Unless you're specifically looking for something super portable like I am, probably not. I would stick with, if I had a GH5, I would probably be using that instead, let's be honest. With this, you have to sort of fiddle around with it quite a bit to be able to get anything specific. It's really good for, you know, just general shots of like stuff. Also, another point, this thing only records at 24, 30 and 60 frames per second, which is, for us English folks that standardize in 25 and 50, not very helpful. So that's one thing I'll be interested to see how it comes out in the edit, is how my Premiere processing at 25 FPS deals with this thing's 30. So that'll be interesting. That is probably one of the major gripes I have with it, is I can't change the FPS to something more universal that we sort of work with here at Phase Drive. But on the whole, I think that's going to do it for me for now. You've sort of seen a little snippet of what this thing is capable of, and hopefully, if I have any more stuff to talk about in the future, I can use this to sort of test it even further. Also, if we go to any more shows, you can bet I'll be bringing this along to, you know, keep testing it out, keep, you know, sort of pushing the boundaries of it and see what I can get out of it. I'm going to try, next time, I'm going to try some more kind of close-up shots and see what I can get away with. So, as I said, that'll do it for me for now. As always, you can find us on contact@phasedrivemedia.com if you're interested in working with us, and there'll be links in the description down below, as usual. Keep an eye on our Facebook page and other social medias for any events or shows we might be attending, and if you happen to be going to one of them, come say hi. We'd love to meet you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.